Why did Kody break down in tears for Aurora, but ignore Gabe's heartbreak? And why did Christine, after years of silence, walk out of a courtroom, slamming the door not just on her marriage, but on an entire system? Tonight, we uncover the shocking truth. Because what fans thought was just family drama was actually the collapse of the entire Sister Wives empire. Kody Brown, the patriarch of an 18-child empire, built his brand on love, unity, and faith. But beneath the surface, fractures grew. For years, Christine played the role of devoted wife.
So it's almost like this is just following a narrative. She sets Truly up with, well, Dad's never here anyway, right? I mean, she's leading Truly down the road. I mean, it's easy.
While Kody's favoritism and emotional distance shattered the illusion of equality. And then came the moment fans can't forget. Kody's public sobs for Aurora, his stepdaughter, contrasted with his icy indifference toward Gabe, his own son. To millions of viewers, it felt like betrayal. To Christine, it was proof. Her family wasn't just broken, it was irreparable. Part 1. Why did Kody break down in tears for Aurora, yet show nothing but cold indifference for Gabe? This isn't just a story about family dynamics. It's about empathy, favoritism, and the raw pain of being ignored. Because what we uncover today may change how you see Kody Brown forever. Kody Brown, patriarch, husband, father of 18. We've seen his tears, we've seen his rage, but we've also seen something else. A shocking difference in how he responds to his children. Aurora, his stepdaughter, received public sobs, shaking shoulders, and declarations of love. But when it came to Gabe, silence, cold, a father who looked away. Now, we dive deep into the psychology, the family politics, and the fan backlash that has the Sister Wives community asking, did Kody ever truly love equally? First, Aurora's moment. Kody's tears weren't just casual, they were performative. Viewers noted how his voice cracked, his chest heaved, his eyes welled up. It was raw, authentic? Maybe. But it was visible. It was undeniable. Why does Kody cry for Aurora, but not for Gabe? I can't wrap my head around it. Because what happens when we place these two moments side by side is nothing short of heartbreaking. Now Gabe, his pain, met with icy silence, not a single tear, not even a soft word of comfort. Fans couldn't believe it. Some described it as emotional neglect broadcast on national TV. And the question became unavoidable. Why? Why would a father so openly weep for one child while freezing another out? The answer may not be what you think. Favoritism? Viewers suspect Kody favors Robyn's children. Punishment? Gabe questioned Kody during COVID conflicts. Did his honesty cost him affection? Control? Was Kody sending a message to the rest of the family? These aren't just family squabbles. These are wounds carved on national television, leaving fans and children scarred. The climax came when fans realized Aurora isn't biologically Kody's. She's Robyn's daughter, adopted into the Brown family. Yet for her, he breaks down in sobs. For Gabe, his own biological son, nothing. The twist? Kody may actually show more empathy for children who don't share his DNA. Experts call this a selective empathy, where emotional investment aligns not with the child's pain, but with the parents' alliances. I'm a mom, and watching Gabe cry with no comfort was gut-wrenching. That broke me. Kody's tears for Aurora were fake. I don't buy it. He plays favorites, and it shows. I've never been so angry at a parent on reality TV. Gabe deserved better. And here's the part no one expected. The ratings actually spiked after this drama. Controversy sells. TLC leaned into the divide, editing episodes to highlight Kody's visible emotions for Aurora and his stone-faced rejection of Gabe. Was this real life? Or reality TV manipulation? In the end, this isn't just about Kody. It's about every child who's ever felt invisible, every parent who's been accused of favoritism, and every viewer who sat on their couch screaming at the TV, "Why can't he just hug his son?" What do you think? Was Kody's grief for Aurora genuine, or a performance? And did Gabe suffer the consequences of standing up to his father? Comment below, because your voice matters in this conversation. Part 2. The world thought Christine left Kody because of heartbreak. But what if the truth is much bigger? What if the real reason Christine walked away was something so final, so undeniable, it could shut down a courtroom? Because when the truth came out, even Kody had no defense. Christine Brown, wife, mother, sister-wife. For years she played her role. But behind the smiles and the polygamous dream, cracks spread like fault lines. And when she finally walked away, fans thought it was just about Kody's neglect. They were wrong. The real reason was far more dramatic. Now, we'll reveal the secrets, the courtroom battles, and the explosive fan backlash that made Christine's departure not just a family decision, but a cultural earthquake. Let's start with the shutdown moment. Imagine a courtroom where the Browns thought they'd argue about family rights, financial claims, and custody concerns. But Christine? She brought something they weren't expecting: resolve. For once, the woman who'd been dismissed, ignored, and overshadowed was holding all the power. And when Christine spoke, it silenced everyone. Kody tried to dominate, to sway the room like he always had in his family. But Christine didn't waver. She didn't cry. She didn't plead. She shut it down. And fans who followed every tearful episode suddenly realized Christine had been preparing for this moment for years. Christine's walkout was the most powerful sister wives moment ever. She didn't just leave Kody, she left the whole broken system. But why a courtroom? Why now? And why did Christine's choice hit Kody harder than any other wife's? To understand, we have to rewind. Christine was more than a wife. She was the glue. She raised kids, kept peace, and built the dream. But when the dream collapsed, she didn't just walk away from a man. She walked away from an empire of polygamy that was never built for her. Fans saw a woman reclaim her dignity. In that moment, Christine wasn't a victim. She was the architect of her freedom. And that courtroom wasn't just a legal space, it was her battlefield. And she won. Here's the twist. The real reason Christine walked away wasn't only about Kody's neglect. It wasn't just jealousy or favoritism or the COVID rules. It was legal. Christine knew that staying meant surrendering her rights, her independence, and even her children's future. Walking away wasn't just emotional, it was survival. And that's why when Christine made her move, the courtroom shut down, case closed. Christine a symbol of female empowerment in patriarchal structures. Polygamy's blurred legal lines and Christine's decisive break. Fans connecting Christine's courage to their own life stories. She wasn't just leaving a husband, she was challenging a system that had silenced women for generations. I will never forgive Kody for how he treated Christine. Christine walking away was justice served. That courtroom moment gave me chills. She's a legend. And here's what shocked even TLC. The ratings didn't just climb. Christine's exit gave the show new life. Viewers tuned in not just for drama, but for Christine's rebirth. The courtroom shutdown wasn't just the end of her marriage. It was the beginning of her power. In the end, Christine's story isn't just about leaving. It's about courage. About standing up when you've been overlooked. About saying, enough. And maybe about showing millions of women watching at home they could do the same. Do you think Christine's courtroom moment was the turning point? Did she walk away from Kody or from the whole system? Comment below with your take. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Let's rewind to Aurora. Cameras captured Kody breaking down, his voice cracking, his shoulders shaking. It was a father undone. Or was it a performance? Fans debated endlessly. But what stood out most wasn't the tears. It was who they were for. Aurora, not his own biological son. How does he cry for Aurora, but not even blink for Gabe? I'm a mom, and I can't watch that without anger. Because when we compare these two moments side by side, the difference is chilling. Now Gabe, during one of the most painful confessions of the series, his voice cracked, his eyes filled, and he waited for his father to respond. Nothing. No hug, no tears, no empathy. Silence so cold, it echoed louder than any words. And for Christine, this wasn't just about parenting. This was about power. For years, she had been overshadowed by Kody's favoritism, his alliances with Robin, and his selective empathy. But the moment she stepped into that courtroom, everything changed. I deserve a relationship where I'm valued, where my kids are valued. And when Christine spoke in that courtroom, even Kody fell silent. Christine wasn't just walking away from a man. She was walking away from legal entanglements, financial ties, and the emotional chains of a system that had never worked for her. Season after season, Christine hinted at unhappiness. Kody's constant prioritizing of Robin and her children. The COVID family split, where Gabe stood up to Kody and paid the price. These weren't random moments. They were puzzle pieces. And when you put them together, the picture is devastating. The twist? Christine's departure wasn't just emotional. It was strategic. She realized that staying meant surrendering her rights, her independence, and even her children's well-being. By walking away, she forced a courtroom shutdown, leaving Kody no power, no leverage, and no defense. For the first time, Christine held the power, and Kody knew it. Legal layering. Polygamy's gray legal zone meant Christine had to act decisively. Psychological layering. Kody's selective empathy tied to Robin's children, not his own. Cultural layering. Fans saw Christine's move as more than divorce. It was empowerment. She became a symbol for women overlooked, for children ignored, for families fractured by control. Christine's courtroom shutdown wasn't just an ending, it was a beginning. I cheered when Christine walked out. Queen energy. Gabe deserved better. Kody's coldness broke me. Christine showed us that goodbye can be power. And here's what TLC didn't expect. The ratings skyrocketed. Christine's exit gave the series new life. What began as heartbreak turned into rebirth. The Sister Wives saga wasn't collapsing, it was reinventing itself, with Christine as the heroine. In the end, this isn't just about Kody's lack of empathy. It's about Christine's courage. The tears he gave Aurora, the silence he gave Gabe, the courtroom she shut down, and the voice she finally found. Christine's story didn't end in a courtroom, it began there. Because after shutting down years of silence, Christine opened the door to something new. Independence, joy, and the life she always deserved. Christine didn't fade away. She flourished. With her children by her side, she built her own home, her own routines, her own brand. From family dinners to social media posts, she redefined what happiness looked like, on her terms. Christine glows now. She looks 10 years younger since leaving Kody. This is what freedom looks like. Because sometimes the greatest revenge is simply thriving. Christine didn't just find peace, she found love. With David Woolley, she discovered a partner who celebrated her, cherished her, and, most importantly, valued her children. Fans described it as a fairy tale ending, one she had earned after decades of heartbreak. Christine deserved this man all along. Her smile with David is brighter than anything we saw in 16 seasons of Sister Wives. And the twist, Christine's love story became the real plot twist Sister Wives never saw coming. But what about the others? With Christine gone, the empire cracked further. Janelle distanced herself. Mary questioned her place. And suddenly, Kody's once proud dream of unity looked like rubble. Legal gray zones of polygamy exposed. The shift in fan loyalty from Kody to Christine. The new heroine narrative fueling TLC's ratings. And here's what fans are asking. Did Christine's exit save the show or kill it? Christine's journey is no longer about Kody. It's about courage, about proving that even in the darkest family storm, there is light. For women watching at home, she became more than a reality star. She became a symbol, a reminder that walking away isn't failure, it's freedom. What do you think? Was Kody's grief for Aurora genuine or a performance? And was Christine's courtroom moment the final proof that she had to walk away? Comment below. We want to hear your voice, like if you believe Christine deserved better. Subscribe for more deep dives into Sister Wives truths. Watch our next episode, Robyn's secret role in the collapse. Because sometimes the most powerful act isn't staying, it's leaving.